Sheba? Hey there, it's the day of the flight and the baby and I are going over to Vancouver with my parents where they live and where I'm from, so I'm very excited. But we thought this morning to start with some waffles. I usually use those pre-packet ones that you add water to, but we kind of ran out, and so Yasmin said, Mommy, why don't you just make it from scratch? And here you go. So if you're interested in this recipe, let me know. I'll give it to you, and I have to say that it turned out real good. My first time making homemade waffles. Just have to adjust the consistency here and it'll be ready for the waffle maker. So there you go. That's the consistency I like. And I have it in this great little waffle maker. It's from Walmart. It must have been just under $50, and although there were some less expensive ones, I wanted it to feel like very much a restaurant style, so I was able to splurge and get this Hamilton Beach one, which although it did burn me my first time using it, it works out perfectly as long as you spray some oil. And there I've turned it over, and now that the green light went on, waffle is ready to go. And my dad's going to be the first one to try this with some 100% pure maple syrup, of course, being in Canada. So here is my dad taking the first bite, and he loved it, and he loves his waffles, so if I was able to impress him with mine, then I think I did well. This little gadget is actually a pancake mix or a waffle mix holder, so for the little bit that was left over, it's perfect because I could use it to pour and make more waffles later. But for me, I'm having just about a half so that it's not too unhealthy to start the day with. Dropping Yasmin off this morning after she enjoyed some waffles. Off she goes to basketball practice. This one. And the baby looks excited to go on the trip today. Yes, she does. Well, the baby and I will be back and forth for actually a few months between Toronto and Vancouver with some work initiatives and some family events. We're going to have a blast in both places. But before we go, because she's going to not be in her room for quite some time, we thought it'd be fun to get some pictures of her in her space. And she seems to be loving her room, and I believe she now knows that's her space, so she's the most excited ever when she's in her room. Here are some cute little pictures we took. And this is the outfit I chose to have the baby go into the airport with. So I realized that likely she'll make a mess along the way in some fashion, and so we did pack other outfits. Otherwise, this really cute coral pink and glitter gold outfit is just perfect. So this was a combination of things from Joe Fresh and I think Walmart. The shirt was from Walmart. Joe Fresh, Children's Place. She's just about outgrown these UGG-style boots, so I'm excited for her to wear them because they're barely just fitting. And there you go. Super excited for her to wear this a bit later on, so that'll be after her bath. Something else that the baby will have outgrown before she gets back is this bassinet. So let's go for a final joyride. Because when we come back, you're going to be too big for this. Whee! Hi! You might have seen her packing video, but one thing I didn't mention is we are packing some of this baby food to go. We don't want it to go to waste. We could definitely use it there over the next couple of months. And so what I was able to do is throw out the boxes, or recycle them rather, and add the little sachets in these Ziplocs. Grandpa's playing high five with the baby, but it looks like she's ready to just get out of the house already. So let's get on our way to the Pearson Airport. And I don't think we could have fit any more pieces of luggage, so we're good to go. Coming along, you guys. We are excited to take the baby to my hometown in British Columbia, Canada, way on the other side, in Van City as we call it. But go ahead and subscribe if you haven't and follow along. We would love for you to come along to some of the things that we're going to be doing out here in BC.
What's this song?